Hello, today is November 20th, 2018. I thought I'd make a small video about my 2000 Ford Expedition. I purchased this vehicle in the summer of 2000. I had originally ordered a blue Expedition 4.6 liter, and when it came in off the truck, the day it arrived, it actually had hail damage. And so that was back when Ford was giving promotions on 0% interest, which at that time it was very rare to have that opportunity. And so in the lot that day was this silver Expedition. It didn't have the pinstripe, but I had him put it on that day. And we purchased this vehicle from one of our friends that was a salesman at Bluebonnet Ford in New Braunfels, and we've had it ever since. As you can see, not much has changed. I have added a camera to it. As you can see, there a Zedge S3 camera. It has front and back. I like to film as I go. It just loops every 5 minutes. Hit a deer once right there in that corner in Mississippi, big old buck at about 75 miles per hour. But other than that, she's in real good shape. Of course, I always try to buy the best tires for her, Michelin, and they usually last about 50,000 miles. We'll go ahead and start her up now. Sometimes when she starts, you'll hear a big noise like the flywheel, a squeaking noise. I don't know if we'll hear it now or not, but we'll give it a shot. No, it didn't do it. But that's due to, basically that's due to either some teeth missing on the flywheel or the flywheel's bent. As you can see, I have 338,913 miles on this Expedition. And the only thing I've really done to it is changed a lot of ignition coils, changed the timing chain at 281,000 miles, and a few odds and ends like the radiator and such. But it's always nice to have a good mechanic that will come over to your house and do that for you, which I was very fortunate to have all these years. And I just did the small stuff and he did the major stuff. As you can see here, I keep track of all my oil changes. I do them myself. I've always used Mobil 1 full synthetic. I do not use the high mileage. I use the regular Mobil 1 full synthetic, and I use 5W30 as adjusted on the label in the engine compartment. And so let's take a look at the engine now. And here's the engine running really nice and smooth. What I like about the 2000 Ford Expedition all the way up to 2002, you could actually go in and check your transmission fluid, which is right there. After 2002, you have to get out of the car and check it on the training. So this is real nice. Got the 4.6 liter. Just a great running engine. I've towed a lot with this engine. I've towed boats, I've towed trailers. It's just a workhorse. If you treat these things right and change the oil, I change my oil every 6,000 miles on it. Again, I use 5W30 full synthetic Mobil 1. I do not use the high mileage, just the regular old stuff at Walmart. And it does the job. Back here, you'll see I have the back camera. I don't know if you can see it right here, but there's actually a back camera right there. And so it has a front and rear camera. So that's the gist of it. Let you see the inside of it real fast. I did replace this. I bought one on eBay, and mine was all beat up. And that's pretty much the only thing I replaced inside. Got my pepper spray in there just in case something happens. You can see the seats are in real good condition. Everything is really held up. I mean, I had to sew this right here, but other than that, it's really held up. A lot of miles. In the back, I've had 2 kids, and both were taken home in this vehicle, and now one is driving. So he particularly doesn't want to drive this vehicle because he says it's not cool enough. But you know what? It's good enough for the old man. It's good enough for him. You might have seen earlier that my ABS brake light was on. I do not have it anymore on this. It doesn't bother me. I have a 96 Dodge Viper GTS. It doesn't have ABS brakes. It didn't come with ABS brakes. When I was younger, I had a truck that didn't have ABS brakes. And so you just kind of learn to go with it. And so I've never fixed it. I do have the airbag light on, which I had to get fixed. Could be a sensor that's out. So I'll look at that. And you can see here my Zedge S3 front camera that I mounted on there. Got the stock radio. I do plug it into my cell phone to listen to music, and it works real well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video on this Ford Expedition. And for all you folks out there that have these Ford Expeditions, they sure are great to have for daily drivers. So enjoy, and we'll talk to you soon.